A quick update and the big petty car. Last I left off, I did get everything masked, and what I tried first, because I just wanted to see what the color was, and that's actually sprayed just a little bit of the Dayglow orange on the car body itself. I should have done it on a piece of plastic, but I just went ahead. It's really no big deal. It actually made it a darker orange when you spray it on the blue. I just wanted to see what it really looked like, but anyway, it needs a white background, so I took what I had left of Mr. Tamiya White here, and I got Vallejo over there, so I'm gonna have to break it out, and I basically got one light coat on here. I got a little bit of, I just got to sand it down just a little bit because paint was a little runny, because I like to have my paints, I basically, when I buy paints, they are airbrush ready after I get done with it, because I keep thinning it till they're absolutely, they just basically shoot like water out of the airbrush, which is not all bad. But anyway, I got one light coat. I need to go back in, do another coat, and this coat really don't have to be, perfect, or by no means, really, vibrant white. It just needs to be a good white base coat, and then I can put the orange on. So that's going to be probably one more day of putting white on, then I'll be able to put the orange on. Hopefully Sunday, but might be able to do it sooner, so we'll find out. But anyway, we got that down, and just a little bit of a it looks like it's not smooth, but it is. It just looks it's because where the very thin paint rested, which if you thin your paint really thin, you can actually make it like a wash too. When you do like an airbrush, you can make it do weathering and make it pull, instead of just actually doing it with a brush. But anyway, that's another little trick. But anyway, we got the white on, mostly on the big petty car. I want to try to start painting the chassis tomorrow or Sunday, depending on how far I get along with the white. But anyway, that's where I stand on that. So we're making some progress. This is a micro flasher kit that's going to be available from I don't have it, fedoratron.com. It's not available yet, but it probably will be. So I'll put a link in the description so you can scope out the website. But anyway, it's a small board. This runs off of a 9-volt, and they are strobes for starships or any other models you can think of. But anyway, they're actually it's very slick. It's going to come into a kit, so you'll have to do a little soldering. But anyway, I think that will work out fantastic on the Enterprise B once I get started on that. But anyway, that's a very slick looking light kit for the strobes and everything. And you don't have to necessarily use it for nav lights. There's other things. I personally like flasher lights for tips of guns, where it looks like you're firing. I think it gives a lot of action. That's just things that I like, or what I would use it for. But anyway, this is very slick, so we'll do more on this later on. Did start the anniversary adversary set over there, and back in the 90s when this kit came out, you got 3 kits. You got the Marauder, the Bird of Prey, and then the Warbird. Well, then shift to 2016, 2015, they reissued it. You actually, round 2, made this and this one kit, and they made the Warbird one kit, which that's kind of a, I guess, not really my cup of tea. I'd like to have all 3 kits, and you could actually get all 3 kits cheaper than buying the 2 if you really go hunt for it. But anyway, I started the Marauder, and the Marauder minus the clear parts that go here and underneath, it's basically 3 pieces. And I want to say this, that is a perfect model. Now, I'm not saying perfect as in scale, size, or subject matter. Just for the sheer parts count, it is a perfect model. I'm a big fan of the lesser parts. I think it's just actually, I just think it's a very great kit. I mean, now I know the Ferangi Marauder here is basically an orange color, but anyway, the thing of it is just, you know, the kit itself is just perfect. I think just a perfect kit. Very little seam work even underneath here. The only really seam is a little bit right on the back here. But anyway, great kit. I always liked it. I always thought it was just a fun model, just for even, that's why the Atlantis kits, when they do the UFOs, they're basically 2 pieces. I think they're a perfect kit, just for the, I'm not a big fan of the multi-part count. You know, that's like, you know, making the Klingon bird of prey wing here, you know, 50 pieces. You know, I don't know why you want to, I like it simplified. But anyway, that's just my little thing. But anyway, I did get the Marauder assembled. I just got to do a little sanding back here, put that part on, and I'll probably do the clear parts all at one whack, just to paint them real quick and everything. But anyway, I can't remember the orange color of the Marauder. I'm gonna have to go and either eyeball it or go look and see what actual color that they used. Bird of Prey's up next. I want to try to get that accomplished this weekend, get him painted, and I really kind of just eyeball Klingon green and then put a bunch of washes on that, but that's just what I do. These are not going to be on any stands, so what you'll have to do is just drill you a little hole and get you, I probably don't have any, small KS tube, or get you a aluminum tube, or you know, whatever you'd like. And even Round 2 makes little and I don't have any. I think they're in the shed, but they do make little I call them game domes, and they would work out great for these little ships here. But anyway, so that's what I stand on that. So hopefully get a little more done in the next day or two. But anyway, that is what I have got going on today. We are building the Marauder, building the little Klingon bird of prey. We are playing around, or I like to call field testing, the micro flasher from fedoratron.com, and we are adding a white base coat to add the day glow orange to the big petty car. So that's what I've got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.